Hey guys, Captain Henson here. Long time no see. IRL stuff got in the way of me making videos, but, well, now I can. And for my first video back, I thought I would do something I should have done a long time ago and show off my Alien Predator collection. Now, even though I do have a handful of figures, this will just be the books, movies, games, etc. I may do an addendum video with the figures, but I don't know, we'll see. And as you can notice, I'm not in my room. That is because, well, I don't have a lot of space in there, as you can imagine, so in order to show off my AVP collection, I decided to move to a different part of my house. So, with all that said, let's get started with the movies and games. And got my cat here. Alright, so to start off, got the Alien Anthology Blu-Ray box set. Got this, well, years ago at this point. And to this day, it is still the best release of the Trilogy. I never did own them individually on DVD or Blu-ray, and like I said, I got this like years ago at this point. You know, back when you could still find one at a Newberry Comics. But yeah, I think I got this for Christmas. But yeah, really nice release. Loads of special features. I think every special feature from the Trilogy box set carried over, and plus we got new stuff. It's just a great release all around. And I almost forgot, I also got the 40th anniversary 4K release. My dad got this in a lot with a bunch of other 4Ks. And I mean, I haven't seen it on 4K yet, but you know, doesn't come with that many special features. Like, the reason to buy the Anthology is just not here. So that kind of sucks. I mean, Fox was always pretty good with their special features, but this is just a pretty bare bones release, all things considered. But, you know, if you want the best looking picture and stuff, I guess this doesn't hurt, but I'd still recommend just getting the Anthology. Okay, next up we got Predator, the Ultimate Hunter Edition on Blu-ray, Predator 2 Blu-ray. I think I got these for like Christmases. But you know, good. Still need to get Predator on 4K. The 2 Avp films on Blu-ray, you know. And I should say, these are films I never had on DVD. I only got these on Blu-ray. You know, Predators. The 4-disc collector's edition of Prometheus. You know, that's cool. You had a few different releases of this, so good to get the like most compact one. Alien Covenant, which I haven't seen since the theater, so, you know, and I still remember my theater experience too. And of course, the Predator, gross. And something I should also say in regards to the Alien Predator stuff is, I got into this franchise because of my dad. Back in early middle school, I want to say, maybe like 5th grade, my dad started showing me, you know, the R-rated films he watched, you know, back when they were coming out, or even before then. He was born in '69, so he would have been 10 years old when the first Alien came out. And he didn't see the first Alien in theaters. He did see Aliens in theaters. But yeah, so the first Alien Predator film I watched was Aliens, because that was, at the time, streaming on Netflix. So, you know, certainly interesting. I saw Aliens for Alien. But through Netflix, the DVD side of things, we watched all the films, including the AVP films, and I got to see Prometheus in theaters, which was really cool at the time. And of course, also with Alien Predator, RoboCop, Terminator, other franchises I got into, along with their expanded universes. But all that to say, when I got into Alien Predator, that's what really pushed me into getting into comics, because, oh, I love this franchise so much, why don't I start getting more and to experience more of this universe? And you'll see soon enough how, like, a little over a decade worth of collecting will do. And, I mean, you already see some of the fruits of this labor. But, now I guess just get these out of the way. Alien 3 on Game Boy. Bought this off my friend Donnie. AVP, The Last of His Clan for Game Boy. This was pretty cool. Got this from my comic shop along with the instruction booklet. And what's really interesting about The Last of His Clan is I'm pretty sure timeline-wise, at least in regard to the pre-Prometheus canon, I guess we could call it, this is the furthest story we have in the timeline. So, you know, pretty cool. Called The Last of His Clan. Though I think in Japan, I don't know if this was released first in Japan or not. Regardless, it also uses the same cover art as the SNES game, so yeah, that's annoying, but, you know, still think it's cool artwork at least. Next up, the Doom clone, that is Alien Trilogy for PS1. Started playing it. It's alright, but the lack of save states, or was it continues? Yeah, anyway, so I started playing it, you know, it's fine, I guess, but probably would be better off just getting it on PC, if even released on PC. Regardless, still cool to have. Predator Concrete Jungle for PS2. Yeah, this is a... You know, it's funny with this game. I always get to the first level, and then just for one reason or another, I stop playing, and then years later, I restart it, and then the cycle continues. So one of these days, I'm really going to have to just go through this game completely. AVP Extinction. It's an RTS, and I'm not into that genre, so I played this once and haven't picked it up since. Honestly, I'll probably just watch a walkthrough. Like I said, real-time strategies just are not my thing. But, you know, get this for completion's sake. Avp Requiem for PSP. Funny story about this. I obviously had a PSP, and, you know, after a few years, it broke. And so I proceeded to sell off all my PSP games, except for this one. For whatever reason, I held on to it, and, well, that certainly worked out, didn't it? And in this game, I did play all the way through. It's nothing special, and honestly, I wouldn't even consider it worth your time. But if you wanted to experience the AVPR story slightly differently, like only having Wolf as a character, it's cool, I guess. Oh, AVP 2010. I sunk so many hours into this game, and I think this was even one of my first PS3 games. Oh, but yeah, I sunk a ton of time in this. Not in the multiplayer, not a multiplayer kind of guy, but in terms of the single player, oh yeah. Like, this was my go-to Alien Predator experience, I guess you could call it. I haven't played it in several years, but, you know, pretty good, all things considered. Colonial Marines. Sorry about that. I realized I forgot that, well, I did have the collector's edition. Now, the story behind this is interesting. This was one of the few games I pre-ordered. Pre-ordered the collector's edition for, the other one being God of War Ascension. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Aw, man, you must have regretted that. Quickly. Honestly, no. Not really. Funny enough, when I first got the game, I started playing it, stopped, and then haven't picked it up since 2013, or 2014. I may have played it a few times, but yeah, whatever. Point is, I haven't played it in, like, years. And, yeah, you know, cool collector's edition, all things considered. I still have the statue. It's just on display somewhere else. But, you know, and, of course, the annoying thing is, collector's edition didn't come with all the DLC, so, you know, that's dumb, but, you know, it did come with pretty cool stuff. You know, if you're an Alien fan, you know, cool to get that. And then, last but not least on our journey of the games is Alien Isolation. What a turnaround from Colonial Marines to this. I mean, just Christ. So, you know, pretty cool. Still haven't finished this game yet, but I will at some point. But, yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, are my Alien and Predator movies and games. So, next up, it's gonna be the big one.